How are you?
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm really doing fine. Thank you for asking me. What about you?
Yes, I'm doing well as well. So, how's your day?
Yeah, my day was great. I'm a teacher, so I went to school. I taught there for you know 2 or 3 hours and came back home. And now I'm making video with you.
Okay, wow. Okay, you mind me telling about yourself? I don't know anything about you, just your name.
Okay, definitely. My name is Amit Kirkitta. I have just completed my bachelor in education. I have joined a school where I'm teaching in a high school. And my hobbies are playing cricket, and sometimes playing badminton, reading books. These are my hobbies, and hanging out with my friends. So these are the things I usually do.
Okay, where are you from? Where do you live now?
I'm from Jharkhand. Yeah,
Living at the same place now, at your in your place only you're teaching.
yeah, that's right. Like I'm staying at my place and going for teaching. That's what I'm doing.
Hmm.
We are meeting for the first time, so can you introduce yourself as well?
Yeah, sure. So you know my name, and I think you also know that I have a channel. That's how you got in touch with
Yeah,
me.
that's right.
Okay. I live in Karnataka, so I've completed my bachelor's in computer science engineering. I worked as a software engineer after my college. So after a long career gap, I started working as a spoken English trainer. So as of now, I just run my YouTube channel, and my hobbies include working for my channel, recording sessions, writing scripts, watching movies. So yeah, that's pretty much about me.
Okay, okay. So you do these kind of things where usually you are running a spoken classes as well as do you teach offline as well or only online? Because I was watching your video where you said like you are taking a Zoom classes. So do you teach online as well or offline? Both.
I do not teach anymore. I do not work
Okay.
as a trainer right now. I'm just doing YouTube sessions. That's all. Earlier, I used to teach online. I used to work for a platform. Later, I worked independently as well. But now I'm doing only YouTube.
Okay, only YouTube channel making videos. So how is your YouTube journey, by the way? I think it's growing really well. So how it is started and how it is going now?
It is doing pretty okay. Yeah, it is pretty okay. Because honestly, I didn't have much expectations. I'm not after numbers or subscribers. People should like the content. So that is the main intention. So it is doing pretty okay.
Okay, so how is this started, by the way? Like, how did you think of making and uploading video?
As I told you, I worked as a trainer on a platform known as engtalki. So from there,
Okay,
learners would join me and they would record my session and upload on their channel. So I thought it was
okay,
a great way of interacting with more people. Because when you work for a platform, you are answerable to somebody else. When you have your own YouTube channel, people will approach you directly and you can talk. There are no limitations. You are your own boss. So I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy making content like this because that was a good idea for me. Have your own channel. You're talking to people. You're teaching also. So because I was into teaching at that time. So that is how the idea struck and I started my channel.
okay. Yeah, definitely. Like when you are teaching to some in a platform, definitely you are responsible. Like I'm teaching in a school, I'm responsible to directors and all the people above me, right? So yeah, you are totally responsible whatever you are doing. But when you are doing your own something, you are not responsible to anyone. You are your own boss. Yeah, I like this idea as well. I am also planning to do something like that so that I can be my own boss as well.
Definitely, I think, yeah, but it is not feasible for everyone because for me it is secondary. Okay, so like I'm a woman, I have other responsibilities. I cannot do a full-time job. So I need to keep looking for side hustles or something which I can manage, both my professional and personal life. So I can take it easy. But for everyone, this cannot be an option. They have to work under someone to ensure a regular, steady inflow of money. There are so many
Yeah.
things. So I would consider lucky that I had this option of choosing.
Yeah, that's right. Like everyone cannot venture into starting their own startup or business, right? Or building something of their own because some people are insecure or afraid of doing anything that won't give them a decent income or regular income, right? Because like you when you are making videos and uploading on a YouTube channel, it's not certain whether you are getting money or not, right? It's all about how your channel is doing. You are just venturing out there and trying to do best of yourself, right? So it's
Yeah,
not for everyone. It's not a piece of cake, right? For
yeah.
everyone.
And YouTube, you cannot consider it as the full-time career. You can just have it as an option when it comes to like monetary benefits. It is just, it can be an option, but you cannot totally rely on it. Because average
Exactly.
lifespan of any YouTuber, it will be around 3 to 5 years. They cannot do it for life. And you're working. So, for example, last month or before that, I took a 1.5 month of gap where I wasn't working. So I didn't receive anything from YouTube. So it is like that. You cannot rely on the money, and the money is also very less, very less. So if you're really passionate and as a side hustle, you can do YouTube. But you can't rely on it totally.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that's right. I agree.
Mm.
Yeah.
So why
And
did
you
you
said you are from,
channel?
okay, go on.
Oh,
Go
yeah,
on.
I was asking you, why did you start your YouTube channel?
Yeah, initially I was really afraid putting myself out there, kind of showing people that I can talk in English or I can just interact with people easily, fluently. I was really afraid. I was not confident. Then later I realized if I put out there and people watch me, they're gonna reach out for help because my ambition is, because I'm a teacher, my ambition is help as many as people possible, as many student as possible. If I don't put myself out, nobody gonna know who I am or what I can do and what my skills are. So finally, this month I decided maybe I should start a YouTube channel. I have started YouTube channel long ago, but I did not uploaded any video because I was afraid to face camera, right? I was not confident. But now I want to help as much student as possible. So I'm putting myself out there, talking to people, making conversational video. As you are also making solo video, where are you giving suggestion to people? I'm also making that kind of video so that I can help as many people as possible. So that's the reason I have again started my YouTube channel this month. And yeah, it has been growing so far and it has been doing good so far.
Okay, yeah. So tell me, how are you feeling? Are you nervous by any chance?
Sorry.
Are you feeling nervous?
Yeah, sometimes when you are talking to someone, right, for the first time, yeah, I feel sometimes nervous.
Okay, okay. I can sense it because you are talking really, really fast, and it's okay. You can relax. You were about to ask me some question and I interrupted you. What was it?
Okay, okay. You said you are from Karnataka, right?
Yes.
Okay, so like, what are the things famous in Karnataka?
In terms of food or what exactly?
Yeah, food or tourist places.
Yeah, it depends on the person's interest, what they want to see. We have archaeology, like if you're interested in history, architecture, you can visit places like Hampi. Have you heard about Hampi?
Yeah, I have heard about Hampi.
Okay, that's a World UNESCO Heritage Site. So it is a must visit if anybody wants to visit Karnataka. Then we have hill stations, coffee plantations, which you can visit during monsoon time. So
Okay.
that's about the travel. Yeah, then there is like Tipu's palace in Mysore, Bangalore. Mysore has a lot of things that you can go and see, palaces included. Coming to food, the regular South Indian food, typical food, what you have like, it's become world famous now. Idli, dosa,
Yes, right.
and we make a lot of
Yeah,
different
that's right.
rotis, which of different flours like rice, ragi, jowar, bajra, all types of rotis we make. So, and we are also like, majorly we consume rice like in the afternoon and in the night. So that's about the food. About the people, very warm, very welcoming. If you've heard about Bangalore, so it is the IT
Yeah,
hub, Silicon City. So we welcome people from all over India. Very accommodative,
yeah,
friendly, warm. So that's about us.
yeah, that's right. Like I have talked to many people from Jharkhand as well. People are going to Bangalore to work in IT companies, right? It's really IT hub these days. Like people across the world, not world, basically across the India, going there and just working in many international companies. So yeah, it has become an IT hub.
Mm.
So is it expensive or is it like affordable, like
Uh,
Bangalore?
Bangalore is really expensive. I must not lie. It's
Okay.
really expensive, including your real estate, the rents that you have to pay, food, lifestyle. Because once you live in Bangalore, you tend to try to fit in into the culture. So it is natural that you start spending more. But if we are like we have a control over our own spendings and we are under our limitations, the people can do really good. But in general, the city is really expensive.
Yeah, usually because I have watched many videos where people were talking about it's expensive and all that things.
Also, it depends on the
But
kind of person. If you are partying, you like going out to eat in restaurants. So if you are like that, you're spendthrift. So definitely wherever you are, you're going to spend a lot. But the major thing is real estate, and that is expensive in Bangalore.
right, as you also said about you are a language trainer, right? Or you are uploading videos on YouTube channel. So how would you advise a beginner to start his journey?
Beginners can start with daily use sentences. They should, in order to speak, the practice that they can do is they can do shadowing because they do not have enough knowledge of framing sentences or recording themselves. What are they going to speak if they are beginners? So I think, according to me, shadowing is the best practice. Somebody else is talking and you're just copying them. So listening is also the same, and reading. So all these three activities are must if you're a beginner. Gradually, like when we are living in a situation where we are able to hear the language often, we'll slowly learn the language. We'll learn 100%, we'll learn to understand it. And for the speaking part, you can do shadowing practice. Take small baby steps, daily use sentences, practice with yourself first, because beginners do not have the confidence to talk to other people. So try to practice with yourself first. So yeah, that they can do, beginners.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I agree with you. Like when you take baby steps, when you are beginner, right, you can grow uh, little by little, and after a certain period of time, you are going to be intermediate level and then advanced, right?
Yeah. So do you live in a village or a city?
I live in a city right now. There is a city called Kumla. It's nearby my village, but I don't stay in a village because it's far away from my school, and there is no internet connectivity over there. And so that's the reason I'm staying away from my home so that I can have better opportunity here, so that I can make video, upload videos. And because if there is no internet connectivity these days, you can't do anything, right? Like you cannot even use YouTube or any social media platform. And as I told you, I am also making videos, so it's a very crucial that I have internet connection so that I can make videos using a Skype call or this Zoom call. Other than that, I also watch a lot of videos on YouTube as well. So yeah, it's very important to have internet connection these days. So I'm staying away from my home, but it's not far away. Like I can go back to my home within like 1 hour. Like it's a distance of 1 hour, so easily I can go to my place.
So you were born and raised in a village?
Yeah, I was born in and raised in a village, and later I moved to city for my further studies. Generally, like where I stay, there is no any good school. There are schools, but like the quality is not that good. Usually, like teachers are sometimes are not qualified. They are not trained teacher, I would say. Like they are qualified, but they are not trained. Like B.Ed, not completed their B.Ed. They are just completed their bachelor's and teaching there. So yeah. So for my further studies, I moved to city later.
Okay, I was just asking because I'm curious to know how did you learn English? Because when you grow
Okay.
up in a village, I don't think you studied in an English medium school.
No, I did not study in English medium school. I completed my education in Hindi medium school.
Oh wow, your English is commendable. How did you work upon yourself?
Yeah, initially, like I joined a spoken class and I was working on my communication skills over there. And because usually, like when you are in school, you don't feel necessity of learning English at that time because we don't know importance of English language, right? So initially, I did not pay much attention, but I practiced there in a spoken class where I joined. And later, like when I completed my bachelor's and went for interview, and once rejected from interview, and then I realized like maybe I should work on my communication skills because whenever you go to to interviewer. They are asking questions only in English. These days, whatever post you apply for in any company, you have to talk to interviewer in English. It doesn't matter what post you are applying for. So I was rejected, and then I thought maybe I should work on my communication skills because they rejected me. A reason that my communication skill at that time was not good. I could not speak that well. So they rejected me, and they told me the reason why we rejected you. So I started working on my communication skills after being rejected, and worked for a 6 month, and tried my best, like worked on those four skills that we always talk about: listening, reading, writing, and speaking, and found some platform where you can practice free uh, for free, right? So I practice in all those platforms, and now it has been a long time practicing there, and I have improved my communication skills. Now after that, I also applied for many international companies. I cracked the interview. I joined there for like 6 months and resigned from there because I like teaching. So went for teacher training and completed my teacher training. I'm teaching in a school.
Okay, you are passionate about teaching. That's good to know.
Yeah,
Mm. Okay.
yeah,
So
I'm passionate about it.
what about like further? Now you completed your B.Ed, but I think you can further do things which can give you advancements in your career, right? So what are your plans?
Yeah. So I'm planning to do my masters. I have not completed my masters. I will do my masters, and apart from that, now as I'm teaching in a private school, so I'm planning to switch to government school. If there is any vacancy, maybe I will apply for government job.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, tell me if you
Yeah.
have any questions, you can ask.
Sorry.
No, if I was telling you if you have any questions for me, you can ask.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you said, like you were teaching before that you were working in a platform, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So like what kind of things you used to do there? Like what kind of like
Yeah, it was mainly a spoken English platform. So, like how I'm connecting to you, you must have seen videos of Clapping Go, English Yari, right?
yeah,
So, a
yeah,
similar kind of platform. We just talk to the learners, we indulge them in conversations, and we provide them vocabulary related to the topic that we were discussing. So, any queries they have, we just have to resolve. Any doubts? Yeah, that's pretty much. It's more about talking to the person because, again, English classes means you have to, it's not a student teacher kind of thing where you teach them grammar from scratch, teach them
yeah.
English. It's conversational English, spoken English. So that we used to do
Okay.
on the platform.
Okay, so like usually you used to teach only spoken English, like how to communicate with people.
Exactly, because
Okay,
I think I can do only that because I'm not qualified for teaching English as in
okay.
school, like grammar topics. I don't know if you ask me things like conditional sentences, like, etc., etc. I can't explain to you. Maybe I can learn and then explain. So this just
Yeah.
I want English as a language, so that's what I'm teaching.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that's it's also a great skill, by the way, like teaching conversational skill, because this is what help you out in future or practical life, right? Like you learn grammar, you learn reading, all those things not going to help you out, but when you learn conversational English skill, then maybe when you go for interview, when you are talking to people, so in practical life that helps people a lot.
Yeah, because that's how people use English now as a language.
Yeah.
But if you're going to be a trainer or further studying or scholar of English, then you will need to know you have to be perfect in all grammar aspects, etc. But if you want to use it as a language in your daily practice, spoken English is the best.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. It is a nice example that, villagers also can learn English because
Yeah.
I truly like feel that your English is good and even your accent to a certain extent, it doesn't show off your mother tongue a lot. There are some
Yeah.
words here and there. If, for example, when you said Zoom, so it's like Zoom. So that thing is there a little bit. But other than that, your English is refined enough. You're speaking really well.
Yeah.
And even in villages, people do not consider much thing big about English. So they say, wow, what is the necessity? So sometimes I receive comments as well. So you're talking English, but do you know Hindi? Try to learn perfect Hindi first. So, the kind of negative comments you receive sometimes. So I keep wondering, what's the relationship? They are languages. So if you want to learn Hindi, my platform is not the right thing. This I'm talking English over here. Why are you comparing? So people do
Yeah.
still have that mindset. Why do you need English? What would you like to tell to them?
Sorry.
What would you like to tell to them, or what was your opinion uh, about for people who say that why do you need English?
Yeah, these days English is really necessary. Reason is if you go anywhere, like these days, like English has become a international language, right? Universal language. If you're going to any other country, suppose you are going to USA, Europe, like you need that language to interact with people. Other than that, like these days, those content which is available out there, like YouTube or books, that is in English language, right? And if you don't know English language, maybe you won't have a access of those knowledge that is available out there, right? So yeah, it's very important. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier, like these days when whenever you are going for a job, people are giving priority to languages like English language speaking people, candidates, right? So it's very important if you know English language, maybe you will be easily selected to job that you are applying for. Otherwise, you will struggle a lot. It's very
Hmm.
important that you learn the language. Yeah.
And when you were getting a job as a teacher, was your interview in English?
Yeah, it was my interview was in English. Yeah, that's right.
Hmm. See, so I just want to tell it, it's not me who has created this air around English. English is really important. So I'm not promoting the language or something. If you're interested in learning English, definitely, because every interview you want to make a career, you need English. You need confidence, you need English. Because definitely, when you know good English, somehow it will boost your confidence and your overall personality. That is what I believe.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, it changes personality of people as well. When you uh, well educated about English, maybe you would consume content from foreign countries. You will know about their lifestyle, right? And it will change your personality perspective towards a lot of things because when we are looking something from one perspective, we have some, like discrimination, right, towards
Yeah.
something, partiality. But like when we know perspective from people across the world, then our thinking process changes. So yeah, it changes our personality. So it's very important.
Hmm. So glad to know about that. Okay, so anything else before we wind up the session?
No, that's all. Like I asked you a lot of things.
Hmm.
So maybe this is all up for the day.
Okay, so it was really wonderful talking to you. I'll share the recording with you in the coming week. Okay,
Okay.
so
All right.
okay, thank you so much for connecting with me today.
Okay. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye bye. Good luck.